Okay, welcome back to more Witcher 3 here on Serious Gaming. I will need to buy a bunch of food before I head out to the island. Okay, and a bit of an audio issue. For those watching this, please let me know if the audio is working perfectly for you guys or not. I checked it myself, it seems to be working fine, but not entirely certain. Anyway, need a couple of herbs.
Would you like to buy something from my stash?
Stash.
Let me see what you got.
Are you a drug dealer, good sir? Then we need to have a chat here. I don't know where to... One of the things that I commonly miss is rubido, which seems to be hard to acquire from vendors. Anyway. I can make it, don't get me wrong. It can be made. I need food at any rate.
Ways, Drifter. Ah. Foreigner, what? I heard Grey Inga augurs your son's future.
Aye, through his umbilical in the water, and it coiled into the shape of a...
Greetings, welcome. What smells so...
Okay. Let's get some roasted chicken. That's some very expensive roasted chicken, I gotta say. And chicken. So long.
Thanks.
There's something different. I like those readings better.
You're looking ill.
Help suit
Must
sales.
nurse somebody.
Serve her who is virgin, mother, and crone.
I'd rather nothing too hard on this. I don't even fucking know why I have all this shit. Like, why do I preserve this? Anyway, let's throw in more shit. Why not? I saved up a whole bunch of trash, didn't I?
You're pale. You drink last night too?
Let me seek some keybinds, some issues. Hold on. Mods, customize. Okay. Applies only when reducing. This is weird. The mod seems to have some issues. It's a mod to... Mods, customize toxicity, I think. What the bloody hell?
Friends we show heart, foes we show our axe. Remember that.
You're pale. You drink last night too?
Weak arms swinging it, eh?
Hemdall watches over Clan Berserker, the blood of kings.
Come on, man. Now what's up?
Your stomach.
And luggage?
Love.
What about an itch?
Vagrant.
Seen the plans? Strange longship we're building. Bottom's almost flat. 2-foot drop.
Okay, I am just gonna set having to restart the game. It's a weird thing, so my toxicity meter is fucked all over the place, so that's creating some issues with the mod I think, because I wanna have Geralt's face look in a specific way. So I'm just starting it. By the way, I gotta say, I am really fucking frustrated with God Galaxy. In the sense that, yeah, sure, DRM free and all that stuff, it is. But the way it's set up is that they do heavily encourage you to use it. More so for convenience, more than anything else, anyway.
Yennefer's suspicions proved true. Ciri had appeared in Skellige. She'd arrived from another world together with a masked mage. She and the mage had fought the Wild Hunt before fleeing through portals that carried them to Velen.
You know, Lorelei, I have to disagree with you about that quite strongly, because we've had other shit coming out as well. God damn it, this doesn't work. Huh. There's gotta be something I'm doing wrong. Yep, that is clearly not working. What is a good RPG though? What defines a good RPG is the question. Is it the story, the gameplay? Well, the design of the world? Really, like that's the question. What defines a good RPG? Look, I mean, Witcher probably has the most, in quite a few ways, the prettiest world. I wouldn't say realistic. I think like something like Kingdom Come Deliverance is a more realistic world. Witcher has a really authentic, Witcher 3 has a really authentic medieval fantasy world. It doesn't have the best gameplay of RPGs out there. I mean, again, like you want to talk about a really good RPG, I'd have to say Kingdom Come Deliverance probably has the best fucking gameplay of any of them coming out. Or Dark Souls, if you want to get technical. One of those two, really. And then... Okay, hold on. There's something here. And then story-wise, well, it sure as hell ain't Witcher 3. I guess Divinity does have some stuff to offer. Kind of forgot to, well, thankfully I do have armor kits. And 968, probably the best sword. So, Witcher 3, does it have the best gameplay? No. Does it have the best story? Fuck no. I mean, Alpha Protocol, Witcher 2, I'm gonna say it. Dragon Age Inquisition, Dragon Age Awakening. No, don't get me... Okay, let's ignore that Geralt just turned into a slider there for some moment. He was like, he's a pro skater. Is this Witcher or Tony Hawk pro skater? I remember spending so many hours when I was a kid playing that. Me and my brother. Playing Tony Hawk pro skater. Good times. Anyway, so... Story-wise, what games are better? Well... Witcher 2? Witcher 1? Really? I'm not joking. Awakening? Just in some ways Inquisition. In some ways not overall. What do we have here? Nope. Not gonna work. Nope. Then we have a couple of other titles. The problem is, so... Yeah, Witcher 3, best RPG developed over the last decade. Can't agree with that. Don't get me wrong. You know, after all these years, I've kind of let loose some of the bitterness I feel. Still feel is like a slap across the face to play this game. It feels like a slap because it could have been so much fucking more than it is. Like, really could have been a lot more than it currently actually is. And that's the frustrating aspect. Like, consider the nuanced, more complex storylines in Witcher 1 and Witcher 2. Different kinds, sure, but still fairly complex storylines, right? And then you look at this game where you don't really have that in the base game. Ooh, yeah, fuck that. That's what I get. It's like, oh yeah, I'll just jump. Nope. Yeah, so, well, I mean, the question is, what are you looking for? Oh, that entire search was a waste of time, but then again, I wasn't gonna get anything. Maybe I should try killing those things again. I feel like, I mean, it's certainly a very pretty game, no denying that. I mean, that skybox alone deserves a fucking prize. I'm not joking. I'll give the environmental artists an A+. I'll give the technical team a C-. I understand that they were working on 3 platforms, something that they had not done before, but it's like, yeah, I'm not buying that as an excuse. Geralt, you are leaving. Let's eat some chicken. More chicken. Oh.
Stench.
Now is quite a bit of a nuisance, isn't it? Alright, gonna get that. And I was completely wasting my time as well. Okay, let me get the horse.
That's it, Roach.
You know, all of this talk about how difficult it is to make a horse, and then Witcher CD Projekt makes a fucking horse. Oh, and then gives a horse armor. Interesting. Full on barding. Very hard, guys, really, really. Exceptionally hard to do this kind of shit. Wasn't it? You don't need the most complex gameplay in terms of like horse riding. We accept the realities of Bye. The problem, by the way, here is that Geralt's targeting is all over the place. Okay. That's done. Now this time around I hopefully won't die. I think the issue is... the issue I have with the gameplay... the issue I have with the story, rather, of Witcher 3 is that... there's just too much nauseatingly villainous characters. Something CD Projekt before had to handle a lot better. I mean, fucking hell, Lefo is probably one of the most interesting antagonists in gaming. One of the most interesting antagonists, and one of the most well-developed ones as well. To go from that to this game is painful. But of course, storylines are not necessarily made by that, but it's just hard to really care about the story here of the base game. I mean, I think the Bloody Baron does touch. The Bloody Baron storyline is the highlight of this game. Because here's the thing, I've played this game. I've tried playing this game several times. I've gotten past Velen several times, and then I kind of stopped. Like, if it was just the Velen storyline, then I would rate it considerably higher. because that actually is a fairly solid, well put together story, even if it isn't related to other things that are that are happening in the universe, even if it's completely like divorced from it. But that kind of works in its favor. The problem with Novigrad is that it's not divorced from past events. It's basically a much shittier story than the things we had already experienced in both Witcher 1 and Witcher 2. It's playing the mage angle in a similar fashion to how the racial conflict was in Witcher 1 and Witcher 2. By the way, abandoning the racial conflict, in a sense, abandoning it as a major moral conflict within the context of the game, takes the piss on not just the previous games, but also what Sapkowski's own works in terms of the saga. There's the giant. You could take him on right now, Geralt.
I long to be home, to the modest abode, whose corners I roam, to my dog with his pipe, to my teachers, my life, to the alcove wherein lies my beautiful life. So as my strength wanes, and my breath shorter grows, and my sinews turn stiff, and my blood's coursing slows, it's time, high time, I was homeward bound.
I know that song. What are you doing here?
Look, man, another one. And so many times I've told him. What's that you say, Wilfred? Right you are. They never learn. At least this one heard a song before he died.
Not much game here, but I saw the giant give you food. Where's he get it?
Don't know. Don't ask. Food suits me. Suits my crew.
Over there, on the ground. Hand's got bite marks on it.
What? Where? Well, Mark, damn it. You're supposed to clean up. Couldn't keep a secret if your life depended on it. We had a choice. Dad or starve to death. And I didn't force anyone. You know, whole crew voted in favor.
Why'd the giant spare you?
Me and me crew and the sirens. We're helping him build a longship. I sew the sails and run away at times, and then the sirens fly out and bring me back.
Why does he need a ship? Where's he want to go?
Promise not to tell no one. I trust my men to take the secret to their graves. But you?
Promise. Won't tell anyone.
Fine then. The giant's going to sail her out to defeat the gods come Ragnarok. The final battle for the world's end. She'll soon be ready.
Who were these men?
My crew. They swore never to leave me. Kept their word. Tall one's Wilmar, Wilfred's to his right, and the lad with the stutter's Wilhelm.
Why do you and your crew stay?
We cannot leave. If we ventured it again, the giant would kill us all. like you did the others.
You're Harald Houndsnout, Jarl of Undvik? Heard you were dead.
We look like stiffs to you. Me and me lads.
Well...
Exactly. So they all think me dead, you say? Mayhaps it's for the best.
I'm looking for Hjalmar on Crate. Word is he came to this isle with a crew, aimed to defeat the giant.
Oh, aye, saw him, as did Wilmar.
Sure it was him?
Wilmar's got eyes like a hawk. They stood where you stand now. Poor shape they were in. Neath the red, Folin, Viggy. And just between you and me, that boy's not quite right in the head. Oh, the young on Crate was here too.
They recognize you?
No. Thank the gods.
Remember when this was?
When what was?
When Hjalmar on Crate was here with his men.
Oh, that? No, I don't remember. You might ask Wilhelm, though.
They say where they were headed?
Did they, Wilmar? Oh, aye. Aim to make camp in the old guard tower. Easy enough to find. Stands in the middle of a valley, guarding absolutely nothing.
Try to come back for you once I've found Hjalmar.
Sound awfully sure you'll find him? Maybe you can kill the giant while you're at it. All on your own. They're the same to a man, aren't they, Wilhelm? All think themselves immortal.
Gotta go. So long.
Hey, if you really aim to return, mind bring me some solid twine. You're like to find it in the village. And nails. We're short on nails. Can you remember that? Nails and twine.
I'll remember.
Okay.
Look there, crew! Whitehair's returned! What brings you to us? Fair.
I need nails and twine. I'll remember. I'll remember what he asked of me. Okay, just gonna head directly south there. No, I don't want to fight you. Buzz off. Pests. Unfortunately, I don't quite have the option of going directly south. Okay, let's see what lies there. Fuck it. Let's go to that guard tower. It's in the way anyway.
Hjalmar's encampment. They were attacked. Broken back. As if he fell from a height. Many wounds. Must have fought for a long time. 2 people came through here. Separately. These tracks are older. Somebody left the camp before the attack. Several men. Dragged a boat north. Hjalmar's man. Bled to death while trying to escape. Wonder what happened to his cohorts.
So the tracks, one of the tracks can lead us to his men, the other would lead us to him. There's one captured by a series of trolls, so just a trail. Let's go checking.
Landed smack in a necker's lair and cut the beast down. Hardy folk, these Skelligers. Another track. One arrow in each. Good eye. Someone used this as cover. Definitely came through here. Got hit good.
All right. He says to bring me nails and twine. I'm not finding anything, just ashes. What the fuck? Okay. There's I see the foot.
Lost a lot of blood. Couldn't have gone much further.
Nope. We need to free him. Yep, cave here.
Archer finally caught up to him. Now where'd that archer go? Must be one of Hjalmar's men. Now where'd that archer go? Trolls. Dragged him into the cave. Wonder if he's still alive. Archer was wounded too. Something cooking over there. Cooking something?
Huh? Cookie?
Hey! You there! Help me! Water's getting hot!
shattered.
I need that man.
No. We went home and from mirrors. I figure riddle.
Forget it. Just don't feel like negotiating.
Crush it to mercy!
Can you walk?
I'll manage.
Let's get out of here. You all right?
Never go in a sauna again, long as I live. Other than that, I think I'm fine. You saved my life. How can I thank you?
I'm looking for Hjalmar.
Hjalmar? Curious where he is myself. Him and the whole crew. Something must have happened. Otherwise he'd have come looking for me after I went missing that night. I know he would have. Wait now. Why are you looking for Hjalmar?
Kroch sent me here to find Hjalmar. New king will soon be chosen on Ard Skellige. Everybody's waiting for the young Ancrate's return.
So it started already. Hjalmar, ruler of all Skellige.
Doubt he's cut out for it.
Hjalmar's irresponsible, stubborn, and heeds no counsel. But he's a born leader. Been mates since we were lads. With him and Cerys.
Cerys has put forth her claim to the throne as well.
Cerys? But she's... well, she's...
like father, like daughter.
What about Crach? He support her? He let her set off on some daft quest.
Wasn't thrilled, especially since Cerys set out without telling him.
Nor did she tell me. Where'd she go? Who'd she take with her?
Speakerog, and no one.
She went alone? Damn the dogs! If Hjalmar'd only... has she come back, do you know?
Yeah, she's back. Did what she set out to do, too.
Thank the gods.
The expedition. Tell me about it.
Started like the best ballads. With a hearty storm. Sail whipped about like a rag. Finally caught sight of shore. But then sirens attacked, as if they'd just been biding their time. But we'd have come through somehow, I know it. If not for the bloody helmsman.
Helmsman made a mistake?
I'd say his ma made the mistake. Birthed him arseways or something. Dim that one. Heard tales and was so afeard of sirens he stuffed wax in his ears. Failed to hear our warning calls. Steered us right into the rocks. Lost a few men. Had to drag the wounded on litters. And the sirens pestered us the whole while. Hjalmar kept blowing his horn. But we'd come too close to the hillside and he brought an avalanche down on us.
Not your lucky day, it seems. What happened next?
We found that daft bugger in the ship, then pitched camp near the guard tower. Things seemed to calm.
Any idea where Hjalmar thought he might find the giant?
We'd learned where it has its lair, in the caves above the village.
Hjalmar decided the best way there would be to cross the lake. Viggy the Loon insisted he knew a better way, through the mines. But none of us fancied strolling into a monster pit.
How'd you get separated from the others?
Had the watch for the night. Saw Egnar of Faro steal Hjalmar's Hornwall horn, one he uses to drive away sirens. Bugger snuck out of camp. I followed him. No idea what got into that ginger head of his. Told Hjalmar not to take him with us 1,000 times at least.
And? You catch up to him?
Aye. In these caves. Bastard screeched so loud he drew the trolls. Thought the buggers would eat me right then. Dropped me in a marinade instead. Decided I was ready to cook today. Would have been the end of me if not for you.
Think I know enough. So long.
Wait. I'll go with you. Luckily the trolls didn't use my bow for kindling.
Good. Let's go.
So, the trolls are dead. Why did I kill the lovely trolls? Because trolls are secretly assholes in this. It's like, oh yeah, trolls are nice. No, they're monsters. They like to eat humans, elves, dwarves. Anything else, damn, to hell with the rest of it, really. They show mercy to any troll. I think the fourth one. Maybe. But then he butchered the entire fort. We kill rabid dogs and wild animals to protect ourselves. Same with the bloody trolls. That's how I see it. Anyway. Twine. Where the fuck is it? Yeah, at least he's following me closely.
Signs of a battle.
Yeah, someone clearly...
They ran toward the caves. Giant chased them. Need to find another way. Need to find another way.
Okay.
It's deep enough. Shouldn't hit bottom.
Are you sure you want to do this, Geralt?
What now, you piece of filth?
Harpies. What else do we need? I need some mutagens, actually. Okay. Right. So, cross the lake, it says. Hunt the giant, it says. I will.
Went this way. Clean cut. Head probably went flying. Fought to the bitter end.
Thorsten.
Sliced her up. 2 men, looks like. Rest of the crew went on. Wonder how many were left. Hjalmar lost a lot of men here.
Arvid and Torderach. He was dead set on coming with us.
Tunnel caved in.
Not good.
Shot half a quiver into her. Split her in 2.
Oh, gods. Near 20 of them. But no Hjalmar.
You gotta love it how it's bugged, by the way. It's still bugged. So there is this thing, right, where you can use sign. There is an ability to use adrenaline instead of stamina for signs, right? Then there's an ability that if you have full adrenaline, that okay, that's that. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, he's alive. Alright, I need to repair that, so just... Still no key.
Show me a pantry and I'll show you the mice. Another track.
Will you go soon?
Must be that legendary forge. Need to look around for tools. Blacksmithing tools, but ornamented. Gotta be the ones Joanna mentioned. Lots of old tracks. Giant must have come through here often.
Alright. Yep, gotta make those masterwork sets, probably. But really, I don't really care necessarily about the masterwork sets. At least not right now. Not right now. I will, however, care later. Once I, wait, what is this? I got blood. It's weird. We have the blood trail, but it goes all the way till here? Oh. Ah, that's the giant's trail. Hold on, it's not blood, is it? No, it's his footprints. So let's follow Hjalmar's trail. So let's see here where they go. To prove his manliness. Well, I guess losing 50 men in, well, I guess it is a bit exaggerated, but still. It was a long ship of men. So 20, 30, something like that. Easily dead. Yeah, that's a sign of being a competent leader. Now, sure. Killing no one... I doubt any of them thought that this was going to be an easy task. Yeah, twine. There we go. Nails and twine. That's what he asked for, right? And I deliver. Take it down. Oh, it got up quite quickly. Gone.
Fallen! I was sure you died. Where have you been?
Ceres has gone to Speakerog, alone. Couldn't wait, no. Had to sneak off, as if you were afeard of someone would steal the giant out from under you.
Ceres! She staked a claim to the throne then. And you'd have rather gone with her.
I'd have liked to have the choice.
Wait! Still need to thank you, Geralt of Rivia. I'll never forget you came to my aid.
You know me?
Our bards sing ballads about you. And my father told me of your adventures when I was a lad. I remember it well. You needn't be a witcher to be a hero. Cold water and a salty breeze. Those are a Skellige lad's potions.
So that ballad about the witcher and the sorceress, that's you?
Yeah. Where's the rest of your crew?
Fought our way through a swarm of sirens to get here. Only a handful of us left after that battle. Now we're but 3. The sirens tore Leif up good. We should see to his wounds.
He's dead.
What? Nah, he's just unconscious. Lost a bit of blood.
He's dead. Trust me.
Swore he'd sink his blade into the giant's heart. Swore it on the bones of his ancestors. Coming with me?
Stupid question.
Join us, Geralt. Hurry now! Pick up the pace!
See you're raring to go?
Uh-huh. I'm telling you, plough an enormous horse, son he is.
Wonderful.
Can't believe I finally got the bastard.
Yeah.
Geralt, help me smash that! We're sure to reach the giant's cave this way.
I'll cover you. Position myself so as to keep the giant in sight.
Getting colder. Gotta be close.
Careful now. One odd step and you can wake him.
Hey, quick! Let me out before he wakes!
Key should be around here somewhere.
Wait. Know what they call Viggy? The loon. For good reason too. Best he stay in there till we finish with the giant.
What? You out of your bloody mind, Uncrate?
I thought he was your comrade.
He is. Which is how I know what he's like to do.
Let's free him. Giant's pretty big, looks pretty mean. We could use an extra blade.
Even one swung by a madman.
I heard that, Uncrate. Let me out right now.
Wait here. I'll look for the key.
Yennefer's suspicions
Okay.
proved true. Ciri had appeared in Skellige. She'd arrived from another world together with a masked mage. She and the mage had fought the wild hunt.
Let me try and find that key.
Careful.
Hey!
Key should...
Wait, best he's... What?
I thought...
He had...
Let's...
Alright.
Even...
I heard...
Wait.
Oh, come on. Okay, this one's gonna be tough, but how do we get... Oh, I need to walk, right, don't I?
Yennefer's suspicions proved true. Ciri had appeared in Skellige. She'd arrived from another world together with a masked mage. She and the mage had fought the wild hunt before fleeing through portals that carried them to...
Careful.
Hey!
Key should...
Wait, bestie. What?
I thought...
He had...
Let's...
Even...
I heard...
Wait here.
Yennefer's suspicions proved true. Ciri had appeared in Skellige. She'd arrived from another world together with a masked mage.
Okay.
She and the mage had fought the wild.
Yeah, don't step on the snow.
Careful. Hey!
And also
Wait,
move
Bessie,
slowly.
what?
I thought.
Hey,
Let's
even.
wait here.
Hey, let me out, quick! Shut your trap. I sat in a bloody troll cauldron with nary a murmur.
Okay, let's hurry.
Thanks, brother. I'll remember that.
Let's get going.
Let's get out of here. Right. Just as soon as I kill him.
You madman.
Put this itch on me, chin. Scratch it for me.
That stench.
Okay. Wow. So much for Geralt. Yeah, now it gets interesting. He picks up the anchor. And we fight to the death. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on, I actually forgot about something over here. Let me turn this off. There we go. Need Quen. Okay. It's not.
I knew we'd best him.
Viggy, you daft bastard.
Where are the others?
Thanks for your help, White Wolf. Geralt the Giant Slayer. I'll make sure the Skald said it in song.
Sure sounds better than the Butcher of Blaviken. So be it.
Let's get out of here.
Want to look around some more?
In that case, I'll meet you on the beach, near the port.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna get out of here. But first, I need to go get that fucking, the old Jarl. Well, that was unfortunate. Yep. Yeah, that's the one. That's the same Jarl, the one I want to give the nails to. And twine. He asked for it. I wonder if there's any impact from it, that. And then I'll find him on the beach. Could have been worse. Alright, let me find that longship. Here, give or take, right? I think. Yeah, there we go. Yep.
Look there, crew! Whitehair's returned! What brings you to us?
I killed the giant.
Killed him? Did what my whole crew couldn't? Hear that, lads? Are you not ashamed?
When you're done talking to yourself, sail back to Skellige with me. Your people have found shelter there, and you're still their leader.
Oh, aye. They can come back now. Look alive, crew. We've got to hurry. Got a finisher? Oh, she'll be a lovely vessel. Perfect for a funeral. Look.
Why'd the giant spare you?
Me and my crew and the sirens were helping him. He'll...
I don't know. How many nails did he require? I probably should check that. Assuming he did. I'll actually check right now. Just a moment. Nails and twine for Undvik.
Hey, come on now.
Okay, let's try again. Apparently, there are some nails on the boat itself. So apparently I need more. Well, never trust IGN on anything, really. IGN said, though, it's like, oh, you'll find some nails around the ship. It's like, nope, you will not. Yeah, it's in the village. The big village where you find Hjalmar. That's where you'll find them. So let me go down up the road, actually. Ah, the wonderful situation. How to get past here is the question. Well, there's probably no way around. It would just make the entire thing whole very easy, right? If you could just come this way. So I'll have to go back to the beach, use the fast travel there. Or have to spin my way around the island to get to the village. Then I'll talk with Hjalmar on the beach. The problem with the gaming media is, who can you trust? None of them? Isn't that the issue? Isn't that the wonderful situation? There's a lot of games where getting a good review for any of them is practically nigh impossible. However, one of the things that IGN does do, here we go. So there's the nails. One of the things that IGN does do is it puts, what's this? It has a, like, wiki. Or a guide. And there's some, or guides for various games, like kind of a wiki in a sense. So they're more than just reviewing. They're more than a website that simply reviews things. Actually, that's one of the things that makes IGN better than much of the gaming media, is that they have diversity in terms of like the things they do. They're not just reliant on, oh, review or pre-release coverage. They're also like handle stuff post-release, right? That they post. That many other media outlets just don't. The problem with the gaming journalist industry, and also the problem with YouTube, let me be clear on this, is that the entire model is very much aimed towards corruption. So, let me explain. Imagine you're a YouTuber, right? Imagine you're a YouTuber or streamer, or you represent the mainstream gaming media, right? Well,
run, Roach.
In order to get access to these games pre-release, and that's actually very valuable. It drives traffic. You want information, you want interviews, you want footage, you want access. In order to get access to that kind of information, then you need to basically suck up to those then you need to suck up to those gaming companies. Else you're just not gonna get it. You're gonna get blackballed. So you can criticize, don't get me wrong. They can criticize, and many people do criticize, but look at the Total War YouTube situation, right? Look at that situation. And I really don't think... I think people like Angry Joe have gone down to shit and other stuff like that. And because Angry Joe is a shill in his own right, in a different way, right? Me? I have never made a deal with a big publisher. And I'd probably be blackballed if I ever did. Quickly, because I'm not gonna keep my mouth shut. Anyway.
Look there, crew! Whitehair's returned!
Got nails and twine for you.
What? Oh yes, finally. Poor Willem's ear will stay put.
Got nails and twine for you.
What? Oh yes, finally.
Poor Willem's here will stay put.
Got nailed.
What? Fine.
I should.
Fare you well. Look.
You're hot.
We look like stiffs to you. So they are. Mayhaps.
Got.
What? Fine.
I should.
Fare you well.
Yeah. But anyway.
Move it.
The problem with YouTube and Twitch is that there's a different kind of corruption going on there as well. Like, you're rarely gonna see, like, say for instance, the Total War business model, or Call of Duty, or EA. Like, believe it or not, EA has a lot of deals with a good number of YouTubers. So no one's really gonna criticize too much of their business model. Personally, I don't really give a shit about the whole EA is evil bollocks, because I think it's overdone to an extreme. And I think a lot of people just tend to... The issue I have with the whole EA's evil model is that, yes, there are things EA is doing as a company that are pretty bad, but at the same time, I'm not gonna give BioWare a pass, for instance, for the crap they've done. Because a lot of the decisions were BioWare's decisions.
Gonna head back to Skellige?
Aye. After all, I'm to be crowned. I killed a giant, won back Undvik, and lost my entire crew. Mayhaps should have set out alone. Like Ceres.
Regret ever setting out on this expedition?
What's the matter now? Giant's dead, and the folk of Undvik can go home. And Ceres? She back yet?
Yeah, and she did what she set out to do on Speakerog.
She always liked competing with me. Except so far, I've always won. Well, time I was on my way. So long, Geralt. Thanks for your help.
So long, Ungreat.
Grand those swords, but I prefer me trusty axe.
Me little Lorgan's birthday tomorrow. I've no clue what to give her.
Master Geralt, a guard spotted you from the tower. They sent me to open the gate.
Why was it closed? Is that famous Skellige hospitality?
Nay, 'tis tradition. After the feast, the Jarls will choose the king, so the doors must remain closed. Only the sons and daughters of Skellige may stay in the castle.
Krach make an exception just for me?
All know what you did for Ceres and Hjalmar. Today, you're one of us. Come. Krach waits.
How's the mood in there?
Calm. Too calm.
How's that?
We've an adage here at Skellige. At a good feast, mead and blood flow in equal measure. Surely you consider this barbaric on the continent, no?
Not sure. Sounds preferable to dull banquets garnished with court intrigue.
Step careful there.
Alright, let's see what's gonna happen here.
I've as much right to it as you do.
And I'd expect you to support me, not pinch my allies. If an Uncrate's to wear the crown, it...
Should be you, because you've got fur growing on your chin, that it?
Show some of your own, and the Jarls just might listen to you.
Want your mug smacked?
Remember, I was left standing last time we crossed fists.
Yeah? So you'll fight the Vilgards with me? Wonder who'll do better, you or Hjalmar the Giant Slayer?
Oh, stop your shite boasting!
Cerys! Hey! Ah, damn it!
Bad way to play it out.
Think I don't know that? But you saw her. She's so...
Why, stubborn, fierce, mule-headed, refuses to listen to anyone.
Exactly! True, Arnvald. Me and Cerys, we're near twins in that regard.
Don't see Krach. He talking to the Jarls?
No, went to his chambers. To prepare your promised reward, no doubt.
If you've a spell witcher, perhaps you'd fancy some fisticuffs with the Vilcarls. Loosen up your joints after your journey.
Maybe later.
You sever his head.
What'll you witchers
Head of a jail.
But our cockatrice
Best blade's not worth shite if a weak arm swinging it ain't.
Greetings, Berna. Feast not to your liking?
This is no feast. It's a farmer's market where votes are bought and sold like sheepskins.
Svanrig is not gonna vie for support.
Bran's son will not haggle for a crown that is his by right.
Far as I know, crown goes to the claimant who gains the most votes.
That is the tradition, but not all traditions are good. The Isle's care should be entrusted to a single family.
Take it you have a specific family in mind.
Of course. Bran was the best king Skellige's seen in centuries. The throne should pass on to Svanrige, his true-born son, and then on to his sons.
What's wrong with voting for your king?
Take a walk. Listen and you'll understand. The claimants already hand out land, promise privileges, titles, favourable judgments. They behave like whores lifting their skirts for every passerby. A king by the grace of votes is no ruler, but a debtor. This must end. We must start by placing Bran's firstborn son on the throne. I hope the Jarls will see the wisdom of it.
Leaving Kaer Trolde?
Tomorrow at daybreak. Enjoy yourself, Master Geralt.
May I?
You must, even. Come! I've been waiting for you. So, feast to your liking? Any better than your continental balls?
Definitely more to drink.
Ah, there is. Rolled all of it out of my cellars. Double meads, triple, Cintrian plum brandy, Mahakimum spirit that burns the mouth like boiling water. Clan on Crate knows the meaning of hospitality.
Saw you talking to Berna. What about?
Politics. After all, naught else interests her. Wench tried to convince me that we must honor Bran's memory. And to that aim, I'm to command my offspring to withdraw from the race for the crown. Support Svanrige instead.
Why do I think you turned her down?
You put it mildly. I showed her the door.
Feeling torn between Hjalmar and Cerys?
You mean do I have a favorite? Nay. They're as different as fire and water. But on Crate blood flows in both.
Think the Council of Jarls will dare to put a woman on the throne?
If you'd asked me some months ago, I'd have laughed in your face. But today I see, and I'm not alone, that Cerys has something as rare on the Isles as a hot summer. Patience. Others act, then think. She's different. She thinks things through. The for, the against. But once she takes action, not a force in the world could stop her.
Between you and me, Hjalmar's not too hot-headed to be king?
Depends on the kind of king you have in mind. Want one who'll send emissaries, move figurines about a map, calculate the most profitable option? And yes, he's too hot-headed. But Skellige wants a different ruler. The kind who'll drown Nilfgaard in blood. Sooner jump into a fire than surrender. And that is Hjalmar.
If you escalate your attacks, you stand to infuriate Emir. Could regret it someday.
In Skellige, we spit on the notion of peace at any cost.
Promised me a reward for helping your children.
And I aim to keep my word. Here, this bauble's been in the family for generations. I give it to you for helping ensure the line endures.
Beautiful craftsmanship. Thanks.
I'm the one. Hear that? Damn it! Hjalmar's probably started another row.
That's not Hjalmar. Let's go.
Alright, let's indeed go. We have a fight.
Farewell.
Cloth! Give me some cloth! Gotta stop the bleeding! Quick!
Da.
Take my cloak.
Hold on, son. You'll pull through. A shark grabbed my leg once. Albion!
He's dead.
Crack! Where'd those bears come from, huh? Answer! Now!
Careful how you speak to my da.
Stow your blade, pup, or Crack will lose a son too.
You insult me, Lugas, and now you threaten my son. I will not stand for this.
Then come here. Come on! Put you down like a rabid dog.
Calm down. Calm down. Enough blood's been spilt. Someone brought these beasts here to murder our sons and brothers. We cannot restore their lives. But we can. We must avenge them. This burden falls upon the host and his offspring.
Find the guilty on Crete. Find and kill them. Else your clan will be cursed for 100 generations to come.
Anybody see how the bears got in?
Don't matter. I know where to find the guilty already.
Wait! Are you mad? You're gonna kill folk before we've learned what happened.
Learn all you want. Meantime, I'll go wash the shame off our clan.
Hey, the Jarls aren't listening anymore. Stop playing the hero and think for a second.
Our honor's at stake, sis. That can't wait.
Are you listening to me? Someone let those bears in. We must know who, and the answer lies somewhere in this room.
You're right, Ceres. I'll help you.
Thanks.
Fine. See you when I return with the traitors' heads.
I'll stay here. Someone must see to everything. Summon the healer, hand the fallen over to their families. Wolf, I thank you.
Ever see anything like that?
No, and I hope I never will again.
Where'd the bears come from? We were all laughing, eating, drinking. Suddenly, a massacre. Torrents of blood on the walls.
What happened before the massacre? Be precise.
Young Lucas bet he could empty a barrel of beer in one go. He climbed on the table, grabbed a pony keg of centering wheat, and started chugging. His throat bulged like a blowfish, face went red, but he kept drinking. Folks started banging their tankards on the table, shouted, "Lugos, Lugos." Then, from the other side of the room, we heard this roar. We turned in unison as if a coxswain had called. They were there. They were already there. Folks closest to the bears didn't even manage to draw their weapons. They were ripped to shreds.
We'll avenge them, I promise. Know who died?
Drogadar, Drakeborn Du, Blue Boy Lugos, Yalborn, Ottrig. Take some time, mention them all.
But you could name the claimants to the throne who survived in one breath. You, Hjalmar, and Svanrige.
What are you saying?
Nothing, just yet. We've talked enough. Let's look around.
Let me know what you find. I'll speak to the others. Maybe someone saw more than I did.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Fang marks, claw marks, broken bones. Hard to say what exactly killed him.
The gates were shut.
All right. What do we have here? Bear's head, but the tongue's short, like a human's. Mouth smells of honey liqueur. Mead. And something else. Something earthy. Bears like honey. Before it's fermented. Strange. Something under the fur. A tattoo? Shape of a bear paw. Old scar. Looks like it was sutured. Half man, half bear. Something like a lycanthrope. No full moon, so something else caused the transformation. Maybe something he ate or drank. Mead. Mead with an earthy aroma. Need to check the horns, tankards, and bowls.
Okay, some sign intensity will play out quite well. Let's go get more Quen. Cliff of Mending, Cliff of Quen. No, okay. Guess a Ard could do. Or Igni. Yeah, let's go with Ard. I just can't be arsed going out of my way for this. What is the point in this? Oh, I guess I should keep this up.
Bowl at each table. Mead in this one. And only mead. Drogadar. Skald's played his last. Ottrig. Shit, no more than a kid. Young Lugos. Bears took him by surprise. Didn't have a chance to defend himself. All the horns are empty. So many wounds. No wonder Hjalborn bled to death. Earthy scent from the bear's maw. Something towards mushrooms? Bowl's empty, but the scent's in the air, coming from somewhere else in this room. Here. Mead spiked with some kind of mushroom. And human blood.
Ceres, come here.
A guard saw what happened. Those weren't bears. They were...
Men who transform into bears.
Uh-huh. Berserkers.
Berserkers?
The Skald's name for warriors who change into animals in the midst of battle. Stuff of fairy tales, legends. But it seems to make sense, right?
Mm-hmm. Almost. We were at a feast, not on a battlefield. Think I know what caused them to transform. The mead they drank. Smell this. Mead spiked with blood. And something else. Thinking it could be a mushroom, but I don't recognize the type.
Hjort might help us. Few druids know herbs better.
Can't hurt to try.
Disgrace. The kind we've not seen since the Red Funeral.
Few had died.
Wanted to talk to you.
What about?
What about? What do you think, Holger? Is not here about salted herring or the currents round Speakerog.
Flap your gob at me again and I'll shut it for good.
Calm down. You act like rabid dogs, not Jarls of Skellige. Speak, Witcher.
How'd all of you manage to survive?
What you saying? Eh? That we're the ones schemed this up? Shut your gob. You're clucking as foolish as a gander hatching eggs. We survived because we're the best warriors in Skellige.
You're both damned fools. If not for the Witcher, none of us would be alive.
Any ideas who might be behind the massacre?
Nilfgaard. They're the most to gain. But we'll avenge our sons. We'll burn their shores from Nazea to Atolia.
Wonders abound in the Nilfgaardian army. Towers with wheels, Zerrikanian mercenaries on humpback horses. But I've not heard of them having trained bears.
This was crack, I tell you. We're in his castle, he let him in.
Wasted words, Slugos. I don't know who the traitor is, Witcher, but I'll tell you, it's none of us. We all lost loved ones.
So long.
Freyr, our mother, may the sea swallow the traitors. Freyr, our lady.
Mind if I interrupt?
Already have? What is it?
Someone spiked one of the mead barrels with blood and something else. An herb or a mushroom. Sarah said...
Give me the horn. I know the smell. A mushroom. Mardrome.
Ceres wasn't lying. You know your fungi.
I do. Especially those which affect the mind, soothe it, summon waking dreams. Odalric suffered for years. I tried to help him in various ways, initially with prayer, then with poppy milk.
But he's done with that now, right?
It's not that simple. But we'll wean him off it yet.
Mardrome related in any way to berserkers?
Aye, but only in the tales told to children as they're put to sleep on cold winter nights. Warriors who ate Mardrome were said to transform into beasts when consumed by battle rage, but as I said, it's only...
Only a legend, I know. Still, I find it easier to believe than some story about bears appearing out of nowhere. Mardrome. Never heard of it.
You've another name for it on the continent. Silasaib, I believe.
All right. Peasants eat it to soothe pain.
Udalric tried it too, but only a few times. In larger doses, the mushroom causes visions, nightmares.
Yes, the last thing Udalric needed more of. Thanks for your help.
Blood and marjoram. The taste of human flesh and a substance that triggers visions. That well could have caused the rage. Maybe even the transformation.
Maybe. Hard to believe someone spiked the mead here in the hall, though, in front of all those witnesses.
You're right. I helped prepare for the feast. I'd have noticed. It might have happened before they brought the drink upstairs. In the cellars, maybe.
Come on, we could find some clues there.
I don't get the logic of it all, though, really. How in the world is this better than Arendite? I really don't understand it. 757 damage to 925. Yes, there is Igni sign intensity, Axi sign intensity, and it cannot be understated that the 5% attack power is all the runes you could put on it as well, also useful. But here is the point about it, though. Arendite keeps leveling. On top of that, each blow generates charges which increases sword damage by 10%. Every single attack you do with this sword increases its damage by at least 80. And of course it stacks to about double damage. You want to do damage, you'll use Arendite. That's not even a bloody discussion. It's the simplest way. Now, mind you, I don't know what's the most optimal way to play the game. I haven't done the math. I'm sure some people have done it. Some people care a lot about it. I don't, because it's kind of pointless. What I'm interested in, like the problem with RPGs, of course, is this issue. You have, to a large extent, as a player, you have the situation where you're not necessarily playing optimal. Like, for instance, right now, the armor that I'm using, very suboptimal. The weapons, yeah, that's a different fare, right? The weapons are pretty good, but the armor, yeah, fairly suboptimal, because of the way it's working out. At the same time, I'm not gonna change a damn thing until I get to Sant, so I can get the Manticore armor, the version for New Game Plus. I'm not gonna change a thing, at least until I get there. So yeah, you don't because it just fits rather well with everything. Actually, I should probably just switch the gloves, really. Because although they are weaker, they just... there's the benefit, of course. Like, yes... Okay, never mind. Yeah, that's something to not throw away. Because you do get that 50% critical hit damage bonus. Okay, this is not even discussion. I'm keeping these. Okay. Yeah, it's hard to quantify. Like 50% crit damage, I don't care. And both fit, really.
We must find the traitors quickly. Elsewise, the warriors will take matters into their own hands. Castle's abuzz already.
Think they'd attack Croc openly?
My father or each other.
I do need a different crossbow, don't get me wrong on that.
All in the finest Skellige tradition. Haven't had a good...
I'll use the feline. What does this do? It gives me attack power, adrenaline point gain, bonus experience per monsters. Versus 300% attack.
Civil war in ages.
No, it's not the beer belly. It's how armor works, right? What I'm interested in, though, I'm level 73, by the way. And I'm struggling to get any kind of experience, for the record. One of the things that I am interested is... where's the... You know what? I'm just gonna close all of these. Just go to chest armor. Good. So, what I probably am interested in, not necessarily the Impera armor, but I am interested in Guardian Guardsman armor. I have the necessary equipment. Heavy increases armor, decreases stamina regeneration. That doesn't really matter too much. Adrenaline point gain, lower that. Resistance to bleeding, so 4% on that. Doesn't really matter too much though. What did I put on it though? All equipped armor items are treated as light armor. Fair enough. Which obviously gives me a good amount of mobility. Very powerful one.
Knew there'd be trouble. It was all too calm.
Funny. Arnvold said the same. For a feast to be any good, mead's gotta flow, but so does blood.
I'd say he got his wish.
Oh
I really
dear.
hope Hjalmar's doing something useful, not just looking for a fight.
Relax. Your brother's impetuous, not stupid.
He's both, honestly.
We keep the poison at the cellar's other end down below. Come, I'll show you.
To be honest, there are 3 options for a monarch of Skellige.
The stench! Is that vodka?
A Hackerman spirit. Someone ruined several
behind
barrels of
you.
the finest. That's a relief. Blood and mushrooms. Think we can find out where this barrel came from? Looks different. What the? Shit.
The spirit! There's another exit behind the barrels, but they're too heavy. We'll never move them.
Don't intend to. Quick.
God, we might have been burned alive.
Somebody's damn desperate to bring our investigation to a quick end. This a secret passage.
One rarely used, more like. When Hjalmar and I were little, we'd play here. Once. Bygone days.
Quensign intensity increased.
When I get my hands on that pyromaniac.
Let's think. They had to use the entrance we used. Maybe they left some prints behind.
Maybe. When the door slammed shut and the fire broke out, did you hear a bottle shatter too?
No, but I've no witcher senses at my disposal. You must hear the hair growing on my head.
I try not to eavesdrop. Anyway, entrance is worth checking. Come on.
Wonder if I should go for Svanrige or Ceres. Because you can decide not to complete the quest. That is an option available to you. I could just leave. Come on, Ceres. And there we go.
Someone walked through the mead. Could you ask for clearer prints? Sticky from the mead. Trail breaks off. Need to find another clue nearby, something else to follow. Must have felt his clothing rip, but was in a hurry.
What's this?
Piece of cloth.
No, it can't be.
What is it?
Arnvold's tunic. Only he wears this kind.
Sure about that?
Saw him in the main hall with the servants. Let's go.
I mean, I can still leave, don't get me wrong on this. The ability for me to leave is still available. And how did that play out exactly?
Look, it's him!
Grab a horse, we'll chase him down.
Grab a horse, fight the horde.
Arnvold! Stop, damn it!
Doubt he'll listen.
When I get my hands on him.
You don't stand a chance.
We'll see about that!
Not too late to surrender.
Got him!
There we go.
Why'd you betray them? Talk or I'll finish what I started.
No uncreate should ever sit on Skellige's throne. I know you better than others do. You're hot-headed, irresponsible. Skellige needs stability, a strong king. Not the kind a band of drunken jarls will choose.
Curious. Never heard you voice that idea, but I do know one who never stopped saying it.
It's Bernard Bran, isn't it? You were never a good liar, Arnvold.
Well, you can either spoil it in the chat, or I can check a video later. But either way, I don't care.
What was her motive?
It's obvious. She schemed this up to get rid of the other claimants. Slander our clan in the process. If she succeeded, Svanrige would have been left, the only claimant to Skellige's throne.
We need proof. Your word against Berna's, that's not enough.
Arnvold, help us, and I'll ask my dad to grant you an honourable death. I'll insist.
I've letters from her. Instructions. How to poison the mead. But she never signed them. There's no seal.
Will that be enough?
It'll have to be. We shouldn't delay. Time to gather the Jarls.
I've assembled the Jarls in council as you demanded, Cerys on Crate. You claim to know who's behind the slaughter at Kaer Trolde. Speak then. The blood of Skellige's sons and daughters. Whose hands does it stain?
Bernard Bran's.
The lass is mad. Do you think anyone will believe you?
You had them serve poison mead to the Berserkers.
I beg your pardon. The servants of Kaer Trolde are not mine to command. 'Twas your father who called for the feast, who assembled the guests.
There's reason in these words.
Have you any proof to confirm your accusation?
I've better. I've a witness. Arnvold.
Cerys speaks true. Bernard commanded me to poison the maid. When Cerys and the Witcher descended into the cellars.
You betrayed us. The clan that took you in.
Good man. He's a servant to Uncreate, a lackey. He will say what they command him to say. He would lie for them even were he to pay for it with his head.
Bernard speaks true. Arnvold has served at Kaer Trolde ever since I remember. Loyally, like a dog.
I can vouch for Cerys. She's telling the truth.
You? Yet another Uncreate lackey? Did Cerys entice you to cooperate? I can imagine how. Or has Crack paid you to smear my name?
What did you say?
Calm yourselves.
After what I saw on Speaker Rock, I trust the Witcher. More than I do you.
You've that right. But it's no proof of my guilt.
Got one more piece of evidence.
A letter from Bernard to Arnvold, instructing him how to spike the mead.
It lacks my signature. It lacks my seal.
But perfume soaked through the parchment. A very strong scent, you know. Still to be sensed.
Is this your proof, lass? Is this what you call evidence of my supposed treason? Don't make me laugh.
Bernard's right, Cerys. 'Tis all precious little proof of her wrongdoing. Alas, your brother Hjalmar also has not presented anything that could clear your family's name. We've but one path left to us. Holger, Lugos, it's time we quit this damn castle. Come, we must decide what punishment Clan Uncreate will face.
You're making a big mistake.
Silence, wanderer.
Wait! Mother, you bade me to leave the hall before the feast. Why?
Son, not now.
Why did you do it? How did you know? How? You stand silent. You gave Cerys no credence. Gave the Witcher no credence. But you must give credence to a son who accuses his own mother. The massacre was her doing? She shamed herself, me, the family, the clan!
Svanrige, I did it for you. Only for you.
You admit to this deed. As the eldest of the Jarls, I cleanse the name of Clan Kaer, and you, Berna Bran, I sentence to death. You will be chained to a rock to perish of hunger and thirst, and sea fowl will peck apart your remains.
Berna had a lust for power, I knew this. But so strong as to commit such a crime.
What about Svanrige? What's his fate?
He'll lose his home, his name, his honor. He'll choose exile. Or death. But enough. Whatever comes, we must endure. I thank you, Geralt. Again.
No need. Again.
I'll not take any more of this modesty. This is a land of heroes. Let this remind you of that. And now, I must ride for Gedinate, for the Jarl's Council. Time to pick a king.
What do you think? Who'll get the nod?
Come with me, see for yourself. All may listen to our deliberations.
I do have a horse in the race. Can't refuse, to be honest.
As I thought. Well, let's go. We're just in time.
They've already started.
Weren't long ago, we gave King Bran back to the sea. Today, our mourning ends. Today, by the grace of the gods and the clans, a new ruler takes the crown. Let us swear her fealty.
I know some would see another in my place. I thank those who stood at my side. Here, beneath the sacred oak, I pledge to be a good queen to the ones and the others. I want peace and prosperity to reign in Skellige. And I count on you to help me fulfill that dream.
Cerys! 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 Cerys!
I have to wonder what happens if you just walk away from the feast, though, in terms of getting support at Kaer. That's actually one of the things. I know exactly what happens in terms. I already knew what happened in terms of what Svanrige is. But can you get Hjalmar to support you at Kaer even if you just walk away from the investigation? Is my question, my personal question, something I do care about. Because yes, Svanrige is a warmonger, so is Hjalmar. Cerys is a wise ruler and all that.
You did well. Did you sever his head of a giant?
Congratulations. You'll make a great queen.
Thank you. Wouldn't be here if it weren't for you.
What's the new Queen of Skellige planning?
To listen, learn, and listen again. Then we'll see.
Good plan.
I must unite the clans. I'd rather avoid war, but if Nilfgaard aims to attack, we must repel them together.
Drummond folk might be a problem. I saw Lugos during the ceremony. Furious, to say the least.
There's always been strife between our clans. But I must try and talk to him. Just might bring him around.
Keep my fingers crossed. Farewell. You alright?
So. Anyway you cut it, I was bested by a wench.
Not just any wench.
Aye, true. Suppose if it had to be so, I'm glad it was Ceres.
Not even a little proud of her? Come on, admit it.
A bit, aye. She's the blood of me blood, bone of me bone. But don't tell her I said so. Liable to puff out her chest. Which would do her good now I think of it. We showed Lugos. That's most important. Did you see that rage grip him? I thought he'd burst.
Yeah, surprised to see him in that much of a huff, actually.
Our clans have been butting heads, chests, bellies forever. It's the lay of the land.
Take care, Hjalmar. Looks to me you're near bursting with pride.
If only you knew, Wolf. Tell me, what other Jarl can boast children like mine? Shame their mother didn't live to see this.
Ceres will make a good queen. Maybe she can finally unite the clans.
Let's hope. And if not, she'll always have me and Hjalmar. If the need arises, we'll take up arms for her.
Last night was a week, lass.
A day like today is a rare
Okay. Let me see about Lugos. Maybe I can talk with him. Doubt it would make any difference, but worth a shot, right?
May your axe never crumble.
Quite a coincidence, I must say. Big brown dice.
Them supper knives are good for picking your teeth, sure. Axe. One of our lads tried to kill that horse and Mortvarg. Monster put luck to them. And our hero fled some
He drank 3 pots of Heartstopper, a rum, and washed it all down with
Aye.
wine.
Smear your ass with honey.
Without a murmur, and went hunting.
Look ill to me.
Until you dreamt up, he drank.
Go see your friend Croc if you want to talk.
Just out of curiosity, why do they call you Madman?
Ah! That's why.
Farewell, Lugos.
Best blade's not worth shite if a weak arm's swinging it, eh?
Hey.
Alright. Right, note to sport. Right, let's see what other options. Toxic. No, weight is. Damn it, I need to get rid of some of this shit. My weight limit is almost unbearable. The Moonblade. Fate. Master crafted silver swords. Attack power, that's great shit. CDPR, really. Attack power, adrenaline point, bonus experience. Yep. Goodbye. That helps a bit, but not all that much. I'm really getting to the point limit, isn't it? What the fuck do I have that's worth so much? Sure, there are some saddles. I'll put those. Okay. So florins, orans. Okay, I mean I can sell some of that. I think it's yeah, I try not to think too hard on this. Let's see. But the thing is, it's not because of anything I have here that the weight is being caused. Because all of this has no weight. That's the thing. Right, let me just... Are you kidding me? Well, that's probably... Unless I drop some of that, I have enough money anyway. Rotting flesh. The fistic is probably worth something. I'll sell that. Anything else? No. How much weight is it though? Yeah, 2. Well, there is space at the very least. That's a good part. The sounding bad part though is... Yes, you can exchange them, but I don't need coin. I have too much. Blood and wine makes you a rich person. I think that horse armor, saddles, yeah, it's the master crafted saddle, isn't it? Whoa, what the fuck? I don't have any fucking trophy. What the hell is up with that? Okay. Yeah, I'll get rid of the master crafted, superior cavalry, whatever.
Oh! Hey! Hey!
It's not even that. It's not even about the question marks, though I did that myself as well on my first playthrough. It really is about other things to consider as well. Specifically your estate makes you a fuck ton of gold in blood and wine. Though that also costs a fuck ton of gold to also make that, but I mean, it pays for itself more than pays for itself.
Will you help a man in need?
Some silver earrings
Where
from
are
the
you
captain.
That jade, most humbly beg your pardon, but I'm in quite a predicament. See, I'm a wandering juggler from occupied Temeria and...
Temeria? You sure? Not Novigrad?
What? Why Novigrad? No, I come from Maribor and...
You're not cut out for this line of work. Memory's too short. See, we've met. But you were a respected Novigrad merchant who wanted desperately to get home.
But I assure you, all right, you got me. I know this all looks bad, but I swear I'll pay you back, mate. All of it, with interest. Just please, Don't take me to the Jarl.
Think you could fool me a second time? I'm gonna let the Jarl decide what to do with you.
Force me to come with you? Go ahead, try.
By the tavern later, you know.
Alright, Kaer Trolde. Quests over there.
The things that went on
Okay, gonna sheathe my sword, then let's keep going. Is the cross? Yes, it is actually.
Giddy up.
Damn it. I think back up with the horse is gonna be a bit... Okay. Dismount. Go on foot.
Killed a giant, sure, but now you just faffs
Hey
about
there.
seducing the lasses.
Well, what is it? Remember last year? Jovan is...
Ah, it's you. First Outlander to seek a place in the hero's pursuits. Will you ride here too? There's room for you if you want.
Maybe.
Geralt, will you jump?
Yeah, I'll ride. Might even win.
If your arse is as tough as your talk, who knows? Listen up, folks! Race is about to start! Running for the glory, the Great Mum or Speedy Oswald, Lonely Boy Svan, and Geralt of Rivia!
Okay.
Up your bridles and hang on to your saddles!
Near blew the longships off the bay.
Come on.
I recognize your type a mile away.
Keep your distance, vagrant.
Oh, I'm a vagrant now.
No one can outrace
But we'll
Speedy
see about
Oswald.
that.
Keep your distance, vagrant.
They are behind me anyway. The only problem is that my horse has a stamina issue.
No one can outrace Speedy Oswald.
What the? There we go.
'Twas as you said it would be. You won. Glory's yours, as is the prize.
Okay, that's the first one. I'll deal with Tanner for later.
Nice Barrow lads who went treasure hunting in the ruins.
Something in the woods, like the
But
grunting
I'm
of a
afraid
deer,
we shall
only louder.
Why are you
Run back
talking
to the
like
village
that?
at once.
What is it?
You're clearly a fighting man with many journeys neath your belt. I'm in need of your help. You see, it's me sonny. I'm worried. Left home a fortnight back and hasn't returned. Will you see what's become of him? Would you mind?
Where should I look for your son?
East of here, midst the ruins of the fortress. He went there with some rogues from Pharaoh. Met him at the tavern. They filled his head with nonsense about some treasure. I said, Sonny, Pharaoh folk are liars to a man. You shouldn't fraternize with them. But he knew better.
How'll I recognize him? All I know is he doesn't listen to his father. Pretty typical for his age.
His name's Undvik, a cheerful lad. A bit of a lisp. Nothing special about his looks. Except last I saw him he was wearing a yellow tunic. Lovely. None other like it in the village. Got it from me a year back, on his birthday.
That ought to do it. I'll look around. No promises, though.
Let me hold your sword.
I recognize your type a mile away.
First, I heard the boom. Then the...
Greetings.
Greetings.
Mind if I...
Okay. Let's see. Maybe I should sell some of these. Foglet. I should keep that. Bonus experience. Night Wraith. Noon Wraith. Cockatrice. Wyvern. Kamara. I'll sell that.
Further. The giant, sure, but now he just faffs about suggesting my love.
Okay. Let's go.
Or died.
Come on.
The hero's pursuits?
You and that sorceress, Yennefer.
Then save your wind
Got
until you
anything
figure it
serious?
out.
Heard Svanna let you join the pursuits, but have you truly the courage to run?
Mm-hmm. Let's do this.
Listen up, good folk. Riding for the glory of Modron Freya today are Geralt of Rivia, Arv Oarsman, and Red Ricka.
Okay, let's get it done.
Sorceress,
Or
Yennefer.
grant you a
Got
beautiful
anything
death.
serious?
Let's do this.
Show up!
Oh, she is gonna be fast. But she is not efficient.
You ride like a woman.
Won't let you win, vagrants. Can't.
Indeed. Oh my, come on.
You ride like a woman.
And you are what exactly? Woman.
Can't.
I was wrong about you.
There.
And the winner is Witcher Geralt of Rivia! Such a feat deserves a reward. Here, may it remind you of your glory.
But handsome too. Yeah?
I'll keep these. I'll put the rest in the storage chest though. So anyway, did I deal with the Leshen? Don't remember rightly. Don't even remember where the fuck it was, honestly. But I think I did, didn't I? There's a special quest in one village. They were using it. I think they focused on developing it more than other quests, under monster quests, because they were interested in having a demo to showcase to people. When each, not particularly hard, really. Now, granted, these are easy because I do have the gear, but you can win. But you can win them all the same, even without that. So anyway, let's go to the Palisade, and that's where we'll find. Gotta say, I love the Skellige background music. Probably some of the best music in the game. If there is one thing Witcher does have that many other games don't. Games with better gameplay, games with better story, it's games with a better, more immersive world that feels more alive. What Witcher 3 has is atmosphere.
Glad you're here. We're one short of starting the race. You up for it?
Sure.
Sure am.
Grab a horse. People, we've a third. Joining Bald Sigga and Fish Breath of Gear will be Geralt of Rivia.
Let's go.
Horses are antsy. All of you ready?
Beat this shit.
Faster, faster!
Never mind that my horse, by the way, is weighed down by all that heavy plate armor. So, still. Also, the weather cycle is quite nice. How far must we go?
That all you got? Can't you go any faster?
Do I need to go any faster? I don't think so. This is one of those obvious situations where the earliest races in the game are some of the hardest. No joke. Ooh, close.
That all you got? Can't you go any...
There we go.
Listen, folk. Our winner is Geralt of Rivia. You've bathed yourself in honor, Witcher, and earned a beautiful prize. Well, you've just one pursuit left to run on Hindersfjall. Ride like you did today, and victory's as good as yours.
Okay. I need to... I guess the Palisade would be the better decision. So let's go for Hindersfjall. Don't care about the cavalry saddle, honestly. It's very... yeah. Knight Errant, Zarkanian. Forgot how that one looked, actually. Sir Geralt of Rivia saddle. Let's take a good look at it. Yeah, it's some armor.
Run, Roach.
The minimum required, but I prefer being like the French gendarmes. the most heavily armored cavalry probably in history. No joke about that.
Witcher.
Okay. Yep.
Think they call me the Vipress because I'm pleasant
Kneel
to
before
talk
the
to.
goddess.
Out of my
Pay
sight.
her homage. To be perfectly honest, I did not think you'd win even one race, yet here you've gone and won 3. Well, you've earned the right to ride in the great race, but do you think you're ready for it?
I was born ready. Let's start this.
Careful. It's a great honor and a great danger. The time has come for the great race. Riding for glory of Freya will be Geralt of Rivia and last year's champion, Astrid the Vipress.
Okay.
Ride swifter than the wind on the goddess's own chariot.
You're not gonna be hard at all. Just gotta wonder if I have enough stamina
I'll kill you.
to reach. Okay. That is certainly a nasty.
Keep your distance, Drifter.
That was a nasty turn, wasn't it? Yep.
The hero's pursuit is done. Geralt of Rivia has outridden Astrid the Vipress. The White Wolf, our dark horse, has won. Lovely race. The goddess must be pleased, as should you be with your prize.
Not bad, gotta admit. Don't know where I'll be a year from now, but I'll try to come back.
Okay. Why now then? Well, I could go talk with Yennefer. I think I'll leave that for later. Okay, let's see about this. Gotta get back on Roach.
Have mercy. Who will I leave my home to if Chalva dies?
Mind if I interrupt?
Nay. My prayers are in vain anyways.
Hear you're having trouble with a curse.
Aye, I am. Look, see it lying there. A horse head on the pole. That's...
A nithing. Kind of curse. Seen this before. They're nothing to scoff at. Can bring misfortune, even death.
Aye, and the name carved upon it is Tialva, my firstborn. Boy's feverish, grows weaker by the day. I fear I'll bury him before the next moon. Tried to lift the curse myself, but no luck.
I can help you, one of two ways. First, I can try to convince whoever put up the Nithing to lift the curse themselves. Second, I can deflect the curse back on whoever cast it by writing their name on the shaft. Either way, need to know who's behind this.
But I don't trouble no one. Don't know a soul who'd wish it upon me.
Mm-hmm. Guess I gotta investigate.
No cure for trouble like a witcher.
A Nithing. A powerful curse. Name carved on the shaft. Lothar, son of Lothar. Might want to look around some. What is this? Woman's shawl. Distinctive pattern. Distinctive smell.
Yeah, Wolf, come on. There we go. Let's get back to that village. I know how this ends.
Too many scents. Can't follow my nose any further. Need to ask around about the shawl.
It's her.
Greetings.
Greetings.
But I can't confront her.
I recognize your type a mile away.
Can't confront her? Interesting.
Get back to your affairs.
Can't be him.
Will you stay long? Aye. What's it you need?
Any chance you know who wore this shawl?
Course. Yona, our herbalist, lives there, in that hut. Oh, she'll be pleased you found it for her.
Yeah, real pleased.
I imagine she will indeed.
The sorceress, Yennefer, right?
She really will jump in joy when I confront her about the curse she's...
Rain Ragnarok itself upon us.
Found your shawl near Lothar's house, by the Nithing you put up there.
How did you know?
Had a hunch. Thanks for confirming it. You know Tialva's got one foot in the grave.
Good. That bastard should never have been born. Me, I was to be Lothar's bride, but he cast me aside for that flounder. Getting his comeuppance now. Him and that whole ploughing family.
You'd kill a child out of jealousy? Are you serious?
Tis not jealousy, but dignity that matters here. 10 years we lived side by side. 10 years. I cooked for him, washed his breeches, shared me bed. And he abandoned me with nary a word. The whole village laughed. Stupid bint Yona let herself be had. Oh no, I have not been had. Nor have I forgot.
Want you to lift the curse. I mean it.
Fine, I'll do it. But I've my terms. Lothar's to renounce his son and come back to me.
I'll be sure to tell him. But I think we both know what his answer will be.
Your type a mile away.
Damn, that's being spiteful.
Greetings.
Greetings.
See you.
Fare thee.
Because holy crap, is she a spiteful woman.
Rain Ragnarok
I don't particularly like the options here, but...
I've battled in worse weather than
well,
this.
the world is not a fairy tale. We sometimes have unpleasant situations, quite a lot, actually. If only it was stormy outside every day in The Witcher. It's quite awesome, isn't it?
So, you know who placed the knifing?
Old friend of yours, Yona.
I might have guessed. Jealous bitch! Can't stand to see others happy. So, will she lift the curse?
Yeah, sure. All you gotta do is renounce your family and go back to her.
Nay. Never! My wife, my son. I'd strip them of honor. Condemn them to poverty. You've got to break the spell, Witcher. Let her die!
Can't do that. Yona doesn't deserve it.
And my son? Does he?
No, but he doesn't have to die. You have a choice.
All right. If it'll save Chalva, I'll go back to the hussy. And you, best not see your face round here again.
Yennefer's suspicions
Yeah,
proved true.
not a
Ciri
pleasant
had appeared
decision,
in Skellige.
either way.
She'd arrived from another world together with a masked mage. She and the mage had fought the wild hunt before fleeing through portals that carried them to Velen.
So,
Yeah,
nay.
You might deserve to be punished, but not this way. Fine, I'll do it.
Thanks be to the gods.
Don't bring the gods into it. This is between two human beings.
There's truth to that blather by the ice giant.
J-O-N-N-A. May it be quick and painless.
True what they say. No cure for trouble like a witch. So? Did it work?
It did. Your son should recover soon. And Yona will die.
Thanks, Witcher. 1,000 times over. Me son's dearest of all to me. I couldn't abide it if he'd died. Your reward. Will you eat with us before moving onward?
No. Not in the mood.
There's truth to that blather by the ice giant.
It is what it is. To condemn his family in poverty? I don't know. Unpleasant situation all around though. No easy way around it. Well, so I have the Black Pearl. And we have the Lighthouse quest, by the way. Okay. Let's see. And outside of the monster contracts, which I am not going to do, by the way. I've done them once, they're pretty repetitive, I won't do them again. But outside of the monster contracts, there isn't really much for me to do here. Which is good. That's the whole point. There is one quest.
Go, go.
Hold on. This is not necessarily the best way. No, it is not. So I need to... I'll take a right turn.
Move it!
Yeah, because I need to get on that road.
Whoa there, Roach.
Okay. All right.
Giddy up.
Hopefully there is a fast travel point over here. Yeah, I need to cross that bridge. Oh! Damn it, carrots. Well, first, yeah. First, I need to go to the lighthouse. There's that quest over there. And then I'll worry about everything else. The lighthouse, though, is far away, isn't it? Yeah, quite a bit. Holy crap, that's quite far. Not fucking interested. Oh, are you kidding me?
Not your average mist.
Doesn't matter. Just go there, kill the monster. It's all good. Done. With those.
Ordinary specter. Killing it won't change a thing. Wound on his back. He was running away.
Yeah, killing it will not do anything.
Almost managed to find cover. Almost.
What a nice, charming personality you have, Geralt.
Hey, anyone there?
How did you get here?
What do you think? It is an island. You Mikjal, the Lightkeeper? Jorund from Erenbjorn sent me. Where'd all those wraiths come from? Last saw something like this near Vergen when...
From nowheres. That's just it. Fire went out and wind died of a sudden. That's how it started. Came out here for oil, stepped out of the house, looked up, saw the mist rising. Then the ghost showed, came straight at me. Bolted back inside, hosped the door, and then I heard it. Someone whispering me name. Mikjal, Mikjal. I look out. There's the wraith. Big bugger, bigger than the rest, and cold flowing from it. Such cold the windows frosted o'er.
This wraith, the big one. Tell me more.
It seemed more clever than the others. Like it knew everything. Haven't helped much, have I? Sorry. Only saw it once. It disappeared right after.
These ghosts didn't appear without reason. Something brought them here. Any ideas?
No clue. There's nothing here. The lighthouse. Me hut just rocks besides. Even bloody drowners know there's nothing for them on Elberg.
Strange. Need to look around.
Here. This key opens the lighthouse. You know, in case you want to look inside, or you need to run from something.
Move it!
letter. Well, well. Lighthouse has got a pretty dark secret. Symbols of a bonding. Manifestations of ill will. Focused, concentrated. So it's a curse. A curse that keeps the specters here. A penitent. Good thing it hasn't appeared to me yet. Couldn't possibly kill it in this mist and darkness. Need that lighthouse working again. If Mikyol's the cursed one, the curse binds him to this place. He's the only one who can light the fire that'll break the curse.
Okay, let's go with him.
Phew, it's just you. Learn anything?
Island's haunted by a penitent. Spectre punishes the guilty for crimes, foul deeds. Like luring ships onto the rocks, then looting the wrecks. Don't deny it. I found the letter.
Longboats sink every so often anyway. That's the sea, that's its nature. They sink near the isle, at least the cargo don't go to waste.
We'll come back to that later. Just now, I need your help.
But what? I'm no warrior.
Guessed that already. But a curse grips both you and this place, and only you can lift it. Luckily, all you gotta do is light the fire in the lighthouse. Penitent's invincible as long as darkness covers the island.
I can't go outside. It'll kill me. I can feel it. Mayhaps you could...
I'll escort you. Now no excuses. Grab some oil and let's go, before I change my mind.
Alright, let's get going.
Look! There! It's him!
I see it. Now shut your mouth and go light the fire. Remember, you fail, the penitent will kill me, then come for you. Hurry up.
All right.
Don't know how much longer I can manage this.
Okay.
I like that silver. light. Finally. Time to get this done.
Okay, it's done.
Did it work?
It did, but that doesn't make the island safe. 'Cause you're still here. A lightkeeper who lures ships onto the rocks. Sheesh.
I made a mistake. I know this now. Swear by Frey and all the gods, never again.
Best keep that promise. I ever hear of another ship, even a dinghy, running aground off Eldberg, I'll come back here, finish what the penitents started. Understand?
But I understand.
Move it!
We'll fix you soon, don't you fret.
Hey there, Master Witcher! Over here! A wench on... Good you're here. So, what'll it be? Will you help old Nidus find a black pearl for his wife? I'd like it done already. Humidity's unkind to my bones. They've started creaking.
Let's go. But get ready for them to creak some more. Not likely to find pearls where it's dry.
True. But I survived worse during the war. At Rosrock, we fought waist deep in the swamp and... wasted my breath. History don't mean a whit to youngsters. Come on, Pearl Grounds aren't far now.
Quite the spring in your step for a man your age.
Have you seen me in my prime? 30... This is the place. They say dive down here and you'll see the oyster beds all around. Problem is, not all hold pearls, and the black ones are a real rarity. But search long enough and you're sure to find one.
Ah, so I'm supposed to do the diving.
Well, you see, I've been in the infantry all my life, so I'm not one for water. And my lungs ain't what they used to be, so, yeah.
Huh. Customer's always right.
Blades, why not at your waist like everyone else?
Okay, the Black Pearl. Where can we find it? That might be it. Nope. Surely there is some. Alright, try again. Let's see what we get. This would be very profitable. In other conditions. There's one there. But I need breath. There is a potion to allow me to stay underwater. Don't think I have it though. Swore there was one. There's... yeah, directly there. Hopefully that is the one. So one to the left, didn't I? Come on, where are you? There's another one. There we go, finally. Never mind the fact that Geralt's such a supernatural mutant that he can swim in full armor. Drowners. Hello there.
When it rains, it pours.
Damn it. Splashing must have attracted them. You all right?
Nicked in a few places. But if I pull through after sodden, I'll survive this too. So, any luck?
Black Pearl, just like you wanted.
Beautiful. Rare. Like my letter. Well, as Constable Natalis would say, you've earned a medal. Or better yet, a week's leave in a brothel.
Coin will be fine.
Oh, yes, about that. Listen, I feel right foolish, but, well, I didn't bring any coin with me.
Wise.
Wasn't it? Even the high roads are dangerous now. Not what they once were. We'll meet in Novigrad. I'll pay you to the last copper. Foot soldier's honor.
Yeah, I guess. Or maybe he had me for a ride, and I allowed him to do it. Like this Black Pearl, probably. I think being a glass cannon is probably the best way of playing The Witcher 3. Because there's, like, the thing is, regardless of how you play, you're not gonna be able to survive many hits on this difficulty. And the reason I removed the difficulty I'm playing on from the title is because I think, not entirely certain, but I think that it's causing some issues in terms of I think it's causing some issue in terms of monetization on YouTube. Because I'm sure YouTube does not particularly appreciate that kind of title. So I had to remove Death March from the title and all that. But it is on Death March. And I think the issue... yeah, there we go. Went difficulty on that. Just no enemy upscaling, because I'm like, fuck that shit.
Lighthouse and Elberg still out. Reckon it'll stay that way. They say the Isles haunted. Some sort of can see from afar.
But yeah, I think it's important to play that the glass cannon really works for The Witcher. It is a game based on dodging. It is a game based on avoiding damage. And besides, Quen can take a hit anyway. My style here reflects that. Now, I don't, like, sure, I guess if you went full on alchemy and got green mutagens, maybe, but I'm not certain about that.
Yeah.
That's
caught a turn.
That's the issue.
Aye, Geralt?
I killed the monster from the lighthouse. It was a penitent, very dangerous specter, and very rare.
Why did it ever appear on Eldberg? It's been a peaceful island always. Even sirens haven't nested there.
Someone committed a crime there. Did something terrible. Ask Mikkel for the details. Interesting man. Definitely more than meets the eye with him. Never mind that. Let's talk about my reward.
Aye, yes, got it right here. Earned every last coin you did. And a round. Cheers to your health.
So long.
Okay. Let's see what I have left to do. Well, I can bring the tools to Fergus. But first and foremost, I want to go back to Novigrad. What I'm interested in this situation. But first, I'm gonna go to Velen.
Wounded
Why?
and tired, Ciri collapsed in the swamp. Some peasants found her and took her to the Baron, Velen's self-appointed ruler. The warlord took the young woman in, had her nursed back to health, then sent her on her way to Novigrad.
Why, you might ask? Simple. I need the mutagens, and it's the best location to farm them. There's only 2 mutations that I need, but I want them to be able to unlock some of the damaging abilities.
Go.
Or one of the abilities anyway, so I can put the combat ability, transition that from the regular ability menu to that. And then I can start spending point on alchemy so that my toxicity level goes down. Because if I use a Kinda and Archgriffin right now, well, the obvious result is that I'm losing HP, which is not a great thing to be dealing with during the middle of a boss fight, or any fight really, to be honest about it. Now there should be some Sandrega's corpse over there, around here, give or take. But apparently not. Maybe just the bodies that
Come on.
I'll search the area. Maybe I'll find some. Maybe not. Guess might have. They might not be respawning. Wouldn't that be lovely?
Faster.
Why do Endregas? Well, Endregas have. There we go. Didn't think I needed to go all the way to the Whispering Hillock. I guess so.
Magic. A place of power.
Yeah, no shit. Thing about that place of power though is that I've already cleared that, so. Those are wolves, not worth dealing with. There we go, lesser blue mutagen. Alright, more insects. Endrega warrior.
Show me what you got.
I don't think I need greens anymore. Gotta wonder what kind of build would be able to meet this kind of damage though. Now, I know that much of the damage I'm doing is due to the sword itself, just because of how powerful Erendite is. It's meant to be something you don't replace, basically. Which is all good. Alright, there's probably some more. Okay, alchemy. Another blue will be nice. But I also need 2 reds. And I don't have anything to make them. That's kind of the issue. Well, I have 2 lesser reds. I just need more. But it doesn't matter what kind of mutagens I farm, because I have the recipes to be able to convert them as well. So that's at least 1 green. Lesser blue, lesser blue. So this is an option. So the ancient oak is certainly an option in terms of the Endregas. The other option is the where is it? The whale graveyard
None of
here.
her suspicions proved true. Ciri had appeared in Skellige. She'd arrived from another world together with a masked mage. She and the mage had fought the wild hunt before fleeing through portals that carried them to Velen. There, one trail ended, another began.
Okay, now the reason the whale graveyard is good is because it's got respawning drowner deads, which will give you mutagens as well. Though obviously these guys are a bit higher level than those Endrigas I killed just now. Most importantly, you get reds from them. Now you can get others, don't get me wrong. But you can also get reds, which I don't think the Endrigas will drop all that often. Getting red mutagens is a fairly tricky affair in Velen. The problem with Skellige is that it takes a mountain of gold to go there, at least on an initial playthrough. So you're likely to go there last, but that's not how they balance the game. Now sure, if they had given the players some option of going to Skellige earlier on, it would actually make sense, because Skellige is not necessarily very difficult, by the way. The giant kinda is whatever, a challenge, right? But that's a side quest. Skellige's difficulty is all over the place. Now I need to check something here in terms of keybinds, because I actually want to know what the bloody alchemy is L. What the damn keybind that is. Okay. What do I need for a greater red? Well, one more. And then one more lesser for a greater blue. And I need one more blue, 2 reds. But of course, that's not all of the mutations, that's just one of them. So I'll go check those Endrigas, see if they respawn if I just go back to the oak again. If they do. Now keep in mind that I did clear those Endrigas the first time I was at that oak. So we'll see.
And tired, Ciri collapsed in the swamp. Some peasants found her and took her to the Baron, Velen's self-appointed ruler. The warlord took the young woman in, had her nursed back to health, then sent her on her way to Novigrad.
Now the reason I care about the mutations, the ability slots, that's all. Anything here? Somewhat.
Magic.
Though they might
Place of power.
respawn slower than those drowners do. Very well. There's other places with these guys. I'll go back to Skellige actually. There might be some next to the druid camp.
Yennefer's suspicions proved true. Ciri had appeared in Skellige. She'd arrived from another world together with a masked mage. She and the mage had fought the wild hunt.
Medallion's humming. Place of power.
To be honest, in terms of min-maxing, no single player RPG has anything on WoW. WoW is a very different beast. Which I've decided to quit because, well, it's the kind of game where you can easily spend 30-40 hours each week. So if you're looking for a game to dedicate yourself to, well, it's a perfect game for that. Like really, a superb game. Very few would be able to match it. Very few can match it. There's a bloody reason why it's still the most played MMO on the fucking market. And that's one of those reasons. That the fact that the 15-year-old version of WoW is something that can compete with a lot of games today should tell you something about the priorities of the gaming industry to begin with. It's fair enough to say that WoW does turn one into a min-maxer. Certainly did for me. Before I played WoW, Burning Crusade, well, I played vanilla, actual vanilla. Not classic, like retail vanilla. And then I played Burning Crusade, and I wouldn't say I became a min-maxer, but I did certainly approach games in a very different way. I think I've said the story in some other videos, but the story is I was playing a paladin tank in Burning Crusade in retail BC. Now, nowadays, when it comes to paladin tanks, private servers, all that, you would assume that people have found a use for them. What was happening on retail, and this did happen for quite a long period of time, by the way. And I was playing in a Romanian guild back then, biggest mistake I ever fucking made in my life, just for a record. But it wasn't just that. So what was happening in retail Burning Crusade was that a lot of people didn't think that there was any value whatsoever in a paladin tank. Like, I'm not talking always like, oh, this tank is better and all that. No, it's like, oh, this tank is like unplayable. It was kind of like how people were viewing it from vanilla, being that having an impact on Burning Crusade, and that was blatantly untrue. Like, when people think you can't do 5-man dungeons, when you can't do heroics, that's when things really go downhill. Now, of course, that's not true, but the relevant point here for me is I was pretty obnoxious about proving that this was... Okay, I might die here if I'm not careful. I was... Oh, okay. I was pretty dedicated to playing as a paladin tank, and well, when you're trying to play a class and a spec that almost everyone dislikes, especially as Horde, and people may not think this nowadays, but back then, the idea, a lot of Horde players utterly despise paladins. Like, I'm not even joking. Oh, they use them, but it's like their mentality is like, oh, we just care about the blessings and the powerful healing, but without really considering the other things that paladin brought. So I spent all of Burning Crusade fighting against like perceived mentalities. I did succeed in the end to a large extent. I got to Sunwell Plateau. I tanked things like Brutalis, Caligas. Never Felmist. Twins. I did tank twins. Tanking Felmist, tanking her specifically. As a boss was never something I much cared about, because tanking a boss that can insta-give you in one ability is not particularly fun. Well, technically 2 abilities, but yeah, using them at the same time, more like... I just remember this old music video. We don't want no bubble boys. Because people really didn't like the idea of blood elves in the Horde either. It's also, to be fair, one of the things that I've learned over the years, I've played both Alliance and Horde. If I ever were to pick up WoW again, and I really don't want to, I really, really don't want to. For all the benefits it brings you, the discipline it gives you as a gamer, the min-maxing and all that kind of stuff. But like if I ever was to do that, I would say I would go Horde, unquestionably. I would never play Alliance again. And the reason behind that is Alliance is not necessarily worse than Horde, but the problem is Alliance also has a special breed of player. You know, the kind that care about how they look and all that kind of shit. Like that. Now, that's not necessarily a problem, right? I mean, I'm playing an RPG right now. I care how my character looks, all that kind of stuff. But it is a problem in a game like WoW, where taking things seriously from a gameplay standpoint, from min-maxing from a gameplay standpoint, is more important than, oh yeah, I'm playing a human character and I like to look pretty. I'm not kidding you. Like, one of the warriors in one of the guilds I was in literally said that. And there's also the element.
Wounded and tired, Ciri collapsed in the swamp. Some peasants found her and took her to the Baron, Valen's self-appointed ruler. The warlord took the young woman in, had her nursed back to health, then sent her on her way to Novigrad.
The issue here is, like, Alliance has a bunch of pretty boys and girls and people who are, you know, I'm pretty sure many of the RPers, many of the people you see on forums, like people who take lore seriously on like MMO Champion and all that, pretty much Alliance. You wonder why you get this like disconnect on, say, between what the majority of the actual fucking player base, which is Horde, surprisingly. Oh yeah, I know. Horde, the race that all the serious raiders are playing, is the majority of the population. They dominate PvP, they dominate PvE. But you see a lot of Alliance pre-boys talking on the forums.
Magic.
So disconnect,
place of power.
Fucking huge. And the problem is, one of the main writers of Warcraft at this particular point, one of the main Blizzard writers, is an Alliance girl, is an Alliance boy as well, I'm pretty sure. Chrissy Golden has a fucking agenda that I fucking despise and has ruined the game as a result of it. Though, to be honest, Blizzard's idiotic decisions have done that. I don't want to even think about Warcraft Shadowlands. If I made a video discussing that, I would be ranting for over an hour straight as to how bad that concept is. Like, really. Then again, who knows? Maybe people would enjoy me bitching and moaning about Blizzard. The thing is, I don't actually care. Like, I'm not joking. For me, I would play an old school version of WoW. I would play, you know, I love Burning Crusade, I love Vanilla, I enjoyed the time.
Suspicions proved true. Ciri had appeared in
Yep.
Skellige.
I enjoyed those periods of time, but would I play retail? No. The last time I raided, seriously, in WoW, was Warlords of Draenor. And by seriously, I'm not talking mythic raiding. I haven't actually experienced mythic, because the requirements to join any guild are, well, the requirements to join any serious mythic guild are exceptionally high. Not so much in terms, believe it or not, of skill. That's one thing. That's like a given, right? But it's like, oh, do you want to play two characters at the same time? No, I don't. I don't fucking want to do that. It's more or less mandatory. Guess what? It didn't used to be like that. Fuck it. Right now on Classic, I don't think anyone in any top guild is doing that. But it is mandatory on retail. 2 free characters, maintain them, raid ready. Yeah, you have to do that. You're not gonna get in otherwise.
Shit.
Then there's the idiocy that Blizzard did. It's like, oh yeah, 10-man raiding is the same, is equivalent to 25-man raiding. No fucking isn't. I'm gonna say this out loud. No fucking isn't. Anyone who believes that is living in a fairy tale land. I've led the guild, actually quite recently. I led the guild on a Burning Crusade server, which was buffed to extreme levels. And I can tell you this, leading a guild of 30, 40 people, full-time job, right? Lots of stress, lots of frustration, lots of shit. Managing 10 people is a fucking vacation in comparison. The idea, oh yeah, you can have more difficulty in 10 men. Yeah, guess what? The difficulty of raiding or large-scale content is the large scale. Now, some people will argue with, well, I prefer the smaller scale. Fair enough. I enjoy my 5-mans, I've enjoyed my 10-mans. I don't play an MMO for the small scale bullshit. I play it for large scale stuff. I play it for 40-man raids. I kind of regret the fact that I never actually experienced 40-man raiding in Wildstar. Like, I joined a guild that, how much is it? 50%. 50%, screw you, game. I didn't need to repair my weapon at 50 fucking %. But, like, one of the dumb things about World of Warcraft right now is this. Like, one of the genuinely really stupid things, and hear me out on this, for anyone that's listening to this. If you ever want to raid on retail right now, unless you are the kind of person who cares about mythic raiding, and vast majority of people don't, unless you are the kind of person that cares about that, specifically cares about mythic raiding, then you are much better off pugging it. I shit you not. I killed Garrosh, Hellscream, in Mists of Pandaria. Really superb fight. I did it in a pug. And when I say I did the pug, I didn't do it like on what is right now mythic, back then heroic. I did on what was normal, anyway. Still pretty tough fight, right? And I did a 25 man back then. And then I also killed Archimonde in Warlords of Draenor. I killed Blackhand, etc. I cleared Hellfire. Pretty good stuff, right? Pretty good raids, pretty good boss fights. Blackhand is probably one of the best boss fights Blizzard has done in a long, long time, and I don't think that they've managed to succeed in achieving something similar since then. But
collapsed in the swamp. Some peasants found her and took her to the Baron, Valen's self-appointed ruler. The warlord took the young woman in, had her
I'm just gonna wait for this to play out.
Sent her on her way to Novigrad.
But if you're the kind of individual that wants to see the content, wants to beat it on reasonable difficulty level, but you don't want to go through the insanity of mythic raiding, there is little to no value in joining a guild that is not capable of doing mythic on a regular basis. Like, basically joining a heroic level guild right now. There is no value in it. You're better off, and I shit you not on this, you're better off joining the numerous pugs. At least back then there were numerous. I don't know what's the state of affairs right now with pugging on retail. I imagine that there still are quite a few.
Suspicions proved true. Ciri had appeared in stealth.
Because
she'd arrived from another world together with a masked maid.
Because when all the mythic guilds, or a large portion of those mythic guilds, require people to play multiple characters and have those characters raid ready, guess what inevitably happens? People will want to raid to gear their alts up. And because people are playing so many alts, you can find quite a lot of quality raids that are better than guild raids. Because you're playing with people that are in some of the best guilds on the server, as opposed to playing with a bunch of randoms. You're playing with good players on their alts, as opposed to a bunch of lesser players in a regular heroic level guild. And that just means the better raiding experience. And I led some of these pugs myself. I formed them, I led them. That's how I got these bosses down. How I got the wolf mount. Yeah, that nice wolf mount you could get from Garrosh. Quite like it, actually. How I got my elk. Right, I don't quite like the elk in the same way, but I do have some mounts you can no longer get in the game right now. And it just is easier in many substantial ways to do it while pugging it as opposed to doing it in a guild. But that is so fucking backwards. That's so bloody stupid on so many levels. That's one of the things that genuinely ruins the game for me in numerous ways. And that's really one of the big problems I have right now with World of Warcraft. How many do I have? I have 3. I have 4. Okay. Need to get some Rubido. Let me see my character though. I mean, either way, it doesn't really matter. Even if I have to sacrifice one of the blues. Second life. I guess I'll sacrifice one of the blues. So I need to go find some Rubido. Let's go talk with this guy. Well, there were already pugs. There were pugs at any point in the game, but there were. I mean, I even let pugs in vanilla, in actual vanilla, and to an extent BC, Karazhan, Zulaman mainly.
What do you want?
AQ20 and Zul'Gurub in vanilla.
Got anything to say, dude?
The thing about it, the thing about pugging. The thing about what ended up happening on... Fuck it, I'll have to make the Rubido myself. Won't I? Yep.
See,
What I hate Wrath of the Lich King, I really do. People say the best expansion, go fuck yourselves, honestly. Like, holy shit. The expansion that ruined the entire game as far as I see it. Okay, here is what we need. 2 greater blues, 3 greater reds. Wonderful game. Do you want some salt with that? Now, at the start of combat, sword and attack power and sign intensity increase for 30 seconds by 30%. I could use this, by the way, so when fighting level foes, right. When vitality reaches 0, you become temporarily invulnerable and regenerate 100% vitality. This effect can only be triggered once every 180 seconds.
What do you want?
So...
How about a round of Gwent?
Actually, I'm gonna leave this one.
What do you want now?
You know,
got anything to sell?
Some people say that they like the story of Wrath of the Lich King. I can't understand that. I'm sorry. I've tried to, but I really can't. I just don't get why the fuck can I not get Rubido from any fucking vendor? Alright, white gold. Problem is the story of Wrath of the Lich King is pretty shit. Had to be said. Okay, greater red. Well, I have shit to farm. Do I need to? Well, it would be fucking nice, wouldn't it, to get that last...
I'd prefer...
Yes. We get that you don't want to see me again. You don't want to see my face. You don't want to deal with me. You want to throw me in a deep, dark pit and forget about that I ever existed. You're such a wonderful person, aren't you? True paragon of humanity.
But finding me proved no simple task. For having fallen afoul of Novigrad's underworld bosses, I'd disappeared. Yet Geralt soon discovered my whereabouts, a cell in the dungeon of the Temple Guard. With the help of our friends, Geralt managed to free me. Good thing too, for indeed I knew what had happened to Ciri. Sadly, she was no longer in Novigrad. Pursued by bandits.
The issue I have with Wrath the Lich King is twofold. One, I've played Warcraft games since I was very young myself. Like my dad, my uncles, they all had computers or laptops at work, and they all played video games. None of them are playing them anymore, but back then it was like something people did, right? They became available and people did that. They were doing it on their work computers because very few people had them at home. Or even if they did, they had better computers at work. So I was introduced to Warcraft 1, loved it, played the hell out of it, me and my brother, my cousins, etc. Didn't really like Warcraft 2. Don't like it to this day. I mean, yeah, I played Warcraft 1 and played Warcraft 2 recently, and recently as in this year. And all I can say about it is I still stand by my opinion, even though Warcraft 1 has aged pretty poorly and Warcraft 2 is more easily controllable, but I still prefer Warcraft 1 over 2. Just personal preference anyway. Then Warcraft 3, right? So many hours, so much time, thousands upon thousands of hours, hundreds of games in ladder, all that. That's how I got into WoW, through Warcraft 3. And then in WoW, spent a lot of time playing through it, spent a lot of time invested in Lord of the Defiance Brotherhood, the Nyxia storyline, everything that basically goes on with Stormwind and classic vanilla really, is probably some of the best storytelling Blizzard has done in a long time. Then we have Burn Crusade, Illidan, Kael'thas, etc. And then we have Wrath the Lich King. The problem with Wrath the Lich King is that, one, the Lich King himself is a fucking imbecile. The fact that we don't have Ner'zhul and Arthas kills him in a really shitty fucking book, where you get, where, like, this is where it goes to. There are fan fiction. There's one by Omega Trooper that has the story that is 10 times better than the official novelization that Blizzard has for the events involving Arthas. 10 times better. Then you also have the Warcraft 2 novelization. There is one, Tides of War, by a fellow named Jeremy. It doesn't necessarily adhere to the canon storyline, but still, 10 times better, easily. And I feel like a lot of the novelizations, especially by Christy Golden, are absolutely fucking garbage. Because she wrote the Arthas book, she didn't handle the Warcraft 2 stuff, but yeah. Handles Illyria poorly, Toralion, Lothar, etc. Doomhammer, what a fucking shame. I think Blizzard has taken the piss on Doomhammer since really ever. They never wrote him well. Anyway, so we get to Wrath the Lich King. So the piss poor novelization, the piss poor writing involving him, the lackluster situation with the Ashbringer, etc. Then there's the second element, Tales of the Past, machinima, or a fan movie. Let's call it a full feature-length fan movie developed by Martin Fulch about basically dealing with the Lich King, about the Lich King, right? About what happens to Arthas in the events of basically World of Warcraft. Epic, grand, exactly what you'd expect, the clash between Ashbringer and Frostmourne. Something a lot of people, people who played Warcraft 3, people who played World of Warcraft, this is what we've been waiting for years. And we get the crap in Wrath the Lich King that we do. And then there's the issue that the Lich King boss fight, yeah, kinda epic, but ruined by the fact that Tyrion Fordring is spending the entire fight in an ice cube. Is that the best they could do with the fucking Ashbringer? Apparently so. Anyway, let's talk with this guy.
You're so fucked up. The power of the eternal Geralt, Witcher and Pearl Hunter. There you are, your coin. Earned every last bit. I'd never have done it without you.
Was it worth it?
I think so. Aye. I suppose Letta likes it.
What, did she say something about what you did?
Letta? She don't say much of anything anymore. Hasn't for a while. See, Letta's sick. Something's not right in her head. Started with a memory she'd forget things, then she stopped recognising folk, even me. And now she don't even speak. Thought if she saw the pearl, something'd wake inside her. You know, we talked a lot about that stupid promise. It was our joke, just ours for years, but no, it didn't work.
Sorry.
As am I. Farewell, Geralt. Gods guide you the path. A wench on the throne. Only the Skelligers could think of it.
Just a bit more and I'll drop this.
There must be a Lich King. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna be stopping basically here. There must be, but just to reply to that comment, there must be a Lich King? No, apparently not. Sylvanas just smashed him to pieces in the latest cinematic, so yay, everything we did. Pointless. Great job, Blizzard. Don't wanna talk about that. Bolvar made a little bitch. Expected, I guess. Kind of disappointing end, really. I was also hoping that they would bring back Ner'zhul with Bolvar. It's like, oh, that he was hiding, that he wasn't disappearing. But no, that is really not the case, unfortunately. So yeah, so much for the very things that Blizzard themselves have done. Anyway, that's it for now, ladies and gents. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for your support. A special thanks to Philip, Chad, Chian-Chang, Elaine of Deathwatch, and Yolo Sapien. And thank you all for making this happen. Kostin here, signing out. Stay tuned for more. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and enable notifications so that you know when I am posting content. Kostin here, signing out.